Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am just doing part 2 of the vlog that I started about why we buy or why we crave luxury goods. So we started off with talking about the levels of the luxury goods. There's accessible luxury goods. You got your Coach, you got your Marc Jacobs, you got your Kate Spade. I'm really not sure why I don't consider Michael Kors a luxury brand anymore, even on the accessory level. But I guess we can still consider it that because they come out with collections. They're still a little bit, a little bit over $200 in price. Their bags still cost almost $500 each. So yeah, but I will do some investigating and some deep dive in another video. So I have shared that under the contemporary accessible luxury goods, you have Coach, you have Kate Spade, you have Marc Jacobs, you have Tory Burch. So those are the ones that are accessible luxury goods. You also have Demolier, you have Polane, Polene. I think that's how they pronounce it. And then you go a little bit one more step higher, and they're the a little bit higher, more expensive contemporary luxury, but accessible. So there's Mansour Gabriel. I do love this brand. It started about 12 years ago when the influencers, the bloggers, carry only Mansour Gabriel. There's this one blogger that just talked about their structured black tote bag with the red inside. It's very beautiful. It's very basic, but it's a beautiful basic black tote bag. And then you got the contemporary one, Mulberry. It's also kind of like a higher priced, accessible luxury brand. You have Dooney and Burke, MCM. For clothing, you got Aritzia, Lululemon. Fun fact, if you haven't kind of noticed it yet, Aritzia was bought by LVMH. I do believe it was in 2022 when you started seeing Emma Chamberlain marketing or being the brand ambassador for their puffer vest. And of course, me and my daughter have to have one. So it's actually one of my favorite coats because it keeps you warm. Their vest, it's phenomenal. My daughter says it makes me look a little bit chunky, but I don't care. It's really the comfort of wearing that vest and the jacket. She likes the jacket. They came up with like the short version, the medium version, and the long version. So again, another topic when it gets colder of the best coats to have, mid-range price, a little bit luxurious price, or a little bit overpriced coats. So the core luxury goods, I beg to disagree with this triangle because it included Prada in the core. I don't think Prada is just the core. I think it's a premium luxury brand. So the core ones are, I agree with Miu Miu. It's also like kind of like a less expensive line offering from Prada. And then you have Fendi, you have Balenciaga, you have Celine, Givenchy, Tod's. Tod's have like very nicely priced, super high quality purses and shoes. I love their driving shoes. I tried it on, but I don't think I want to spend like $1,400 on shoes that I will just use for driving. unless I'm driving a Bentley or a Maserati, I'm not gonna buy like specific driving shoes just to drive, right? Um, so Valentino is also a core luxury brand. And now we head on to the next level, which are the premium luxury brands, which are Louis Vuitton, I agree, Dior, Goyard, Chanel, and Bottega. So I would actually put Chanel up the ultra where Hermes is gonna be, which is the top one. So our ultra luxury brands are Hermes, there's Delvaux, I'm pretty sure I mentioned Graf, and I would also put Bruno Cucinelli in that level. It's the ultra luxury, minimalist, super excellent materials. So they make custom uh, order or custom sized blazers for the, you know, the multi-millionaires, the billionaires. So I think, you know, I wouldn't even beg to disagree that, you know, Elon Musk has a Bruno Cucinelli, and then you have Bill Gates, you know, the ones they wear when they're meeting up with other multi-millionaire businessmen or entrepreneurs, where they're doing a talk. But yeah, that's for another video. um, so why do we crave um, luxury brands? I've done like a little bit more reading up on it, and so I found a really good article. um, it's the title of the article is "Why Do We Buy and Why Do We Keep Buying Luxury Goods?" Why do we keep buying like the latest, you know, I'm afraid it's the last one piece of Louis Vuitton. You know, like they have this line which is called not the monogram, but it's one of those lady bags. I don't know why I am not remembering it, but I sold 3 of them while I was working at Louis Vuitton. They were like $8,500 each, $8,000 to $8,500 each. And I remember selling it to this gentleman. His wife just came out of surgery, and I'm not gonna share what it's for. And it was her birthday that year. It was around November when he purchased it, and he bought this beautiful bag from Louis Vuitton. Let me just check. the, it's a cappuccino, so I don't know why I forgot that. So he bought this black cappuccino, very beautiful, very simple, and the way I explained why it will suit almost any wife or mom is just the versatility of it. Like you can wear it with a strap, you can hand hold it, or put it like at the crook of your arm, and you know, you can put your wallet, your phone, you know, like your lipstick, your touch-up makeup and stuff like that in it. And when I was there, I always asked the person buying a gift for another person to describe the person they're giving it to. Just give me the age, give me the preferences, like what does she like to wear, does she like prints, does she like, you know, like plain clothes. This is a coaching tip because I've been in retail for a long time, and this is what they will ask you if you have a really good salesperson and really wants to help you find the perfect item. They will observe what you're wearing, they will ask you what you like to wear to work, or if you wear a uniform at work, or if you are like, you know, like what is your occupation. And yeah, so I did ask this gentleman, and then he said she likes a lot of print, you know. So when you're buying something for that person, they like to wear a lot of print but not necessarily carry a lot of print. So I suggested the capuchin. It's the black leather, calfskin leather, very thick, very nice. And you know, he said, you know what, on point. I think she will love this. Like I showed him the intricate details on it that actually the his wife will appreciate if she likes, you know, loud colors and prints. She will appreciate just a simple bag with intricate details, you know, very nice hardware on it, and the fact that it's LV, you know. So he was so happy with it that he asked me, you know, I was gonna do my add-on, but I didn't have to. He said, can you grab me the matching wallet? So we actually don't have the matching wallet exactly, but I found him a capuchin wallet that will go really nicely with the capuchin bag that he picked. So that's a line that I really like, but for me, I don't think I'm gonna spend that much on a bag like that, unless it's maybe I'll spend it on a Bottega Veneta bag, because you know their bags like the Jody, the small Jody bag, the uh, Intricatio, I don't know how to pronounce it, and then the other square tote bag. I really like those. Um, all the bags. Chateau. The Chateau ones, the Andiamo from Bottega Veneta, like there's another one, the Arco is one of my favorites. So I really like the small Jody. I don't like the Team Jody. I think it's a little bit too small. The small size Jody is a few inches bigger and just probably an inch longer. So I think that's a really good buy because the weaves are handmade. So I'll go more into detail on it because once I purchase one, I can do a review, but then I can go into the details of the weave. Because I'm from the Philippines, weave bags or baskets are a thing. So not for fashion, but it's for utilitarian purposes. It has a function, and I'll include that in that video. Um, I really would love to share something about like Filipino designers. Ino Soto is one of the really great designers of my time when I was a teenager up to when I was in my 20s or before I got married, before I came to Canada. Ino Soto was a big thing. He was like the Vera Wang of wedding dresses. So yeah, I'll do my research on it. Actually, I've already started researching on Filipino designers that you guys need to know about because our culture is very creative. We have great materials for making a good dress, a good bag. So it's just a matter of letting people know about these designs and designers. One of the reasons, you know, kind of like sensible reasons why we keep buying luxury goods or why we want them. There are some negative reasons why, you know, like, you know, you want to feel like you've achieved something, you want to tell people you have money, you want to tell people that you're accomplished in life. And a handbag is a good a status, kind of like a status giving like it gives you the impression of your status. It gives people a reason to know what your status is in life, if you're successful, if you have money, you know. But a lot of the times it's just really for show, right? I don't want to believe that, like, you know, people with real money, with real wealth, they don't like the loud ones. They like the minimal bags, you know, the hidden brand names and everything. No, like it's not that. Like you know people are wealthy um, by the fact that you know they you know them by their business, by their name. I think your name is the best uh, status giving uh, thing that you own. So I think it's your name. It's not your bag. So it's not your T-shirt. Like look at like Steve Jobs wearing like black T-shirts. The Facebook guy wearing gray T-shirts. Elon Musk wearing button-up white shirts tucked into like either jeans or chinos. So those are the things. But you know him from his business, from their business. You know that they're wealthy. You know that they're like innovators. They make a difference in the community and stuff like that, right? So I think the most sensible reasons why we buy luxury goods, and I know everyone will believe me when I say this, is that um, brand names usually have a uniqueness to them. There's a unique quality to each piece that you buy. For example, like the LV monogram, that's a unique one. No one can copy it. And like when you see LV, you know it's Louis Vuitton. And the colors of their monogram print on their bags, it's unique. I have my artsy and no matter if I wear loud printed or like loud colors, bright colors, for some reason the LV monogram print matches. It matches everything in my wardrobe. And I don't buy clothes to match my bag. I buy my bag to match my clothes. Or I buy my bag to match what I need, the function that I need it to have. That's why I got the artsy and the never full, because for tote bags, I think they're just, I don't know, like I just like the print. I like the checkered damier. It reminds me of the chess game. I played chess with my dad as a kid, and it's a lot of reasons. So it's the uniqueness and some exclusivity. I wouldn't say the LV monogram and the damier ebene prints are exclusive prints for certain types of people. I just think that they're exclusive to the brand. Like there are some fakes out there, but if you know your handbags, you know if it's a fake. I know if it's a fake. So and the quality as well. Like if you take like a Louis Vuitton handbag or a Gucci handbag, like with the prints on it, and they're just coated canvas. There's another special treatment that goes into the process of making those fabrics or print or material to make into a handbag, right? Like when you get something from, say, please don't give me any flack for saying Amazon. They have those the something rose that mimics, and in Walmart they look like the damier event prints, but I've seen the ones that they have put on sale at Walmart. They marked it down so much because the checkers are peeling off. So you will never see that with a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci bag or a YSL bag. The stitchings will never come off from your bag no matter how much you beat them up. So yeah, I think it's a quality. And not sure what you say when you say it's for the experience as well. The experience, I believe, is your aspiration to be able to afford things that the uber wealthy can afford, right? So the wealthiest and most successful individuals, it says right here, tend to be the biggest consumers of high-end category goods and services. So luxury consumer categories like cars, watches, bags, jewelry, fashion, food and beauty, um, they are the aspired goods by the middle class. So when we see, say, Mary Kate and Ashley, they're the ones who actually brought the Balenciaga city bag to the masses. They did not sell it, but they wore it to death in the early 2000s when it first came out. So they have the biggest version, they have the XL, they have the large, they have the medium, they have the mini. I don't think that one of them has the mini. I've seen them, I've seen her wear it. I think it was Mary Kate. So yeah, it's the aspiration um, to be able to buy a luxury item because it was a long-term desire. So another reason, like personally I buy, is because I was inspired by a very stylish person to buy a Prada bag, Caroline Bissett Kennedy. Like, she's so inspiring with her style. She wears the same colors, like caramel colored pants and skirts, black turtlenecks, black t-shirts, black button-ups, and like I think we just like, we have a fashion icon for the reason that like their style is kind of like relatable and accessible. So have you ever thought about, like, oh, if I dress like Carolyn Bissett Kennedy, I'm gonna look like her? No, it's not. That's not how it works. um, for some it does. Take a look at those beautiful ladies who actually want to look like Kim Kardashian, but they're even prettier than Kim Kardashian. So why do you want to look like her? It's because of her status. She's an inspirational fashion icon, right? So I will never look like Caroline Bissett Kennedy, but I can emulate, or I can get inspiration from her wardrobe. So and that's just your style. It's just the way you want to look. It's just the way you want to present yourself, right? I think that's all about inspiration. And then now we go into the girl math concept. So I'll tell you this. So when you have a $5,000 bag, and like you're in your 20s, and then you tell your mom, right? So, mom, I want this I bought this $5,000 bag. I'm 25. I know I'm gonna use it for another 10 years, right? So 10 years would be divided by 10. So you're only spending $500 a year for that $5,000 bag, right? And then every day you divide that 500 by 365. So you're spending less than $1.50 a day for that bag, if you promise you will not buy anything else for 5 years, and it's the only bag you will use. That's girl math. But girl math is just like I believe it's just a way of telling ourselves, yeah, I can spend this much money on a bag because I'm gonna use it. So my girl math for my Neverfull LV, I got it in 2018 for $1,600. I'm pretty sure that's how much it is, and I've had it for, so that's 6 years. So I practically only paid $267 a year for it. And then if you divide that by 365 days in a year, I only spent 75 cents per day, right? And I carry it everywhere with me. So say, if I only use it for 6 months in a year, I spend $1.50 a day to own it. So that's your girl math for you. It's not really inflation because it's been going up in price ever since it came out. So, and not every year is terrible inflation. So maybe I'm wrong on that concept. So anyway, right now, a Neverfull, you have to buy it for $2,250 in 2024. I got it for 1600 in 2018. So 6 years, right? So how much did it increase? So 2250, 16, so 650, and it's been 6 years. Divided by 6 years, it went up by $108 a year. So and which is like just a normal, Louis Vuitton will love me for it, it's a normal increase in a bag, for the Neverfull anyway. So yeah, it is I bought it because I thought to myself, it's a good investment. I'm still gonna be using it. Like, I bought it when I was not even 50, and now I'm over 50, almost in my mid 50s, and I'm still using it. I can carry it anywhere. I carry it on a plane when I travel outside of my city, and like, I like seeing it on me because it's something of an achievement, because not many people want to buy it. So for me, it's an achievement because I've always wanted it, and it feels so good, and that's just human nature. It feels nice, and like, I'm very thankful that I'm able to afford one, right? So it's all about how you perceive things. So um, again, the one of the other reasons why we buy luxury items, more specifically handbags, like what we've been talking about, is it's a desire to boost self-esteem. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say, oh no, I don't need to boost my self-esteem, I just really like it so much. No. That's a big fat lie. Everyone wants a luxury bag, everyone wants to buy one because they it boosts their self-esteem. Imagine yourself walking outside of the Louis Vuitton store, the Gucci store, the Balenciaga store, even the Hermes store, with a $30,000 bag in a box in your hand, and it's yours, right? It boosts your self-esteem. It's like, oh wow, I actually can afford this one, I actually am able to buy it, and now I can use it and be happy with it. And don't feel bad about it. Don't let these YouTubers who say, oh, that's ludicrously capacious, you shouldn't bring that, that is just like, what poor people bring. No, I will tell you, not like people who buy the LV monogram bags, the LV damier, the big Gucci logo bags. No, it's not, doesn't necessarily mean they're poor. And then of course, like, these luxury brands, they will cater to the middle class people, because they're the ones who actually aspire to have one. So they make their bags for people who like the brand. They make their designs functional for people who want to buy, like, say, a Neverfull. They came up with the emprunte, like the big emprunte stamps on the black calfskin leather. Those are very nice. Back in 2021, they were retailing for 4,300 or 4,500. I think now they're still at that price, or 4,700, still below 5,000. But it is very durable, and anybody who I ask who has one is very happy with it. There's a lady who is an agent at my office, has the same Neverfull as me, the Neverfull Damier Aben. She loves it. She said, I've stuffed my laptop in it, my iPad, my wallet, my client files in it, and yeah, she's right, it's very functional. And it just so happens that it's a luxury brand with a very nice print or logo. So what do you think? What do you think about, like, what I said about, please, do not be influenced too much by YouTubers who are giving flack to luxury brands, or for you who buy luxury brands. Me, I also like Max Mara. They have really high quality leather. What attracted me to the brand, like I said, is I think one of the founders, or the founder's daughter, used to be a lawyer, and she found her niche in fashion. At first, she was just looking for her own style to evolve as she was becoming like a very successful lawyer. And you know, for some reason, she realized, oh no, I like fashion. I want to see what I can do in fashion. You know, like, you know, creating styles of blazers, coats. Their coats are expensive, but they're really top of the line material. So when you buy a luxury brand, authenticity matters, right? Someone may, I would pass up on a fake Rolex watch. I would rather pay full price on an authentic one, because when you buy a fake Rolex watch, you're still using your hard-earned money. And if you know, I always say, you know, buy the best item, product, or service that your money can buy. So if your money can buy a $5,000 Gucci bag, then, you know, go ahead, as long as you fulfilled all of your other financial obligations. Don't go, as long as you don't go into debt, right? Like, don't rack up your 3 credit cards just to get a $10,000 LV bag. I think that is just not, there's no common sense in that anymore. You know, if you really want an LV bag, you pick one within your price range. If you want to carry an LV bag, good. But you know, if you can't, if it's too ridiculously and unrealistically too high of a price for you personally and for your circumstances, then, you know, I don't. Because if you're not going to be happy with it, if you're going to be stressed out on how you're going to pay for the credit card that you purchased it with, it's not worth it. That's how you know a luxury item is worth it, when you can go home and sleep with it, right, in your possession, and owning it. So I think that's the best thing that I learned working in a Louis Vuitton store. Okay, so I guess I did a little bit. That's kind of like a bit of a long video, but I'm doing a little bit more research. In my part 3, I will be talking about why, you know, like, the people who can actually afford luxury items, they tend to go for a higher priced one. You know, like, if me, for example, if I have like a Coach bag, and then suddenly, you know, I had the means to buy an LV bag, I will buy an LV bag. And then I have the means to buy a higher price one, like a Prada bag, I buy a Prada bag. And then I just stop at the Pradas because I love the Prada bag, I love the Louis Vuitton bag. And how much pieces of luxury items do you have when you have to say enough? There's a philosophy to it. There's a moral philosophy, moral explanation to how we feel and how we think when we're making a purchase. So I'm just going to put all of those information together. And so see you on my next video. Please like and subscribe.